Hey guys, Lawrence here with the Law of Sports. Here at another ACC football kickoff. Come join me throughout the day and see what really happens Thursday and Friday for the ACC kickoff. All right, let's go. Alright guys, it's day one of the ACC football kickoff. Right now is the Commissioners Conference. They're just talking about recapping last year and kind of giving a little update about what to expect for this year. Next up will be the student interviews, and so student-athlete interviews, and so we're going to go ahead and get some of that in a little bit. So let's take a live look in right now at the Commissioners Conference. Alright, so the Commissioners Forum is over. They just gave us a couple of points on what to look for this next upcoming season. Just recap last season as well, and so those points, the emphasis for this season is going to be here. Now coming up next is going to be the breakout interviews, and it's going to be starting off with Louisville, and it's going to be featuring the 2016 past Heisman Trophy winner. So that should be very interesting, so let's go check that out now. Battles and competitions in practice. Have you and Lamar had any epic battles in practice, and like who usually will win the battles in practice?
Yeah, we do agility, speed agility, but I don't like doing the speed agility. It's my own teammates, you know. I feel we play different positions.
Well, actually, we were supposed to have one competition, but he was at camp at the time, so.
That's not my fault. I love the kids. You know, the kids, camp, kids, agility, kids. I'm choosing kids every time.
You know, but you know, you ask him, he'll probably say you winning the race or something. But we all know, that's not true.
How has an experienced quarterback like Ryan Finley really helped your game in the last year?
It helped me a lot. I mean, Ryan, he came from Boise State last year, and he already knew like everything. So like, I mean, he kind of just guided me through the offense. You know, sometimes because the offense is kind of confusing. So I mean, he kind of helped me out there on the field. You know, sometimes if I be like, I don't know a certain thing, he just tell me. So I mean, just the experience that he has, I mean, it really helped.
Last year, you guys ranked towards the bottom of the conference in rushing. How, particularly from your perspective, how do you guys improve yourself this year, and what have you guys been doing this offseason to help improve?
In the offseason, we've been working our butts off every day. There's been a lot of work put in with the strength coaches, with the football coaches, but apart from that, a lot of work put in, extra work off the field, not with them, by ourselves. And we have most of our O-line coming back, so everybody's going to be a year older, a year more mature, a year more developed, and a year better.
So I had a chance to ask guys, what was the biggest adjustment coming out of high school, going into college? Let's take a look and listen to what people said.
Managing time.
Time management.
Off the field?
Yeah.
My biggest adjustment was probably understanding that every minute of the day counted. You know, like I had to be here and there. I would have to be in class from 9 to like 12:30, and then I have meetings at 1. And everything I did between that time mattered. So I only had like 15 minutes to eat and then get to where I gotta go. So that was the biggest adjustment, just time management.
Probably the academics at BC. Yeah, so like at BC, it's no slouch when it comes to academics, but it's not as hard as people make it out to be. You just gotta apply, so just do what you gotta do.
I would say just kind of being able to balance everything all by yourself. You know, in high school, you go to class, you go to football, and it's pretty regimented. And in college, you have a lot more free time. You have a lot more autonomy, so you gotta kind of figure out things for yourself. So that was a big adjustment for me. It's just
Clemson football, like they demand a lot of their time from us, and then being able to manage your academics on top of your athletics and your social life is really tough.
Turn it, noticing that I'm here for a reason, and just not letting stuff like girls or anything distract me or stuff like that. Just staying level and focus on what I need to focus on.
Probably the females, because it's like you're in college and you're on your own, and then in college they on their own. So it's like it's a lot of it's a lot more females, a lot more distractions, So that's just what it is.
The biggest adjustment. I'll tell you, first day of class, 'cause I got there early, I got there in January. The first day of class, it was 3 degrees and it was snowing. It was 30-something degrees and it was snowing. And I'm trying to find my class, my fingers cold. I don't wore a good fit to class. I'm like, first day of college, you gotta impress the professor. And it was cold, my fingers, my toes was numb. I got in class, I couldn't even focus on class about 15 minutes. I get my fingers and stuff right.
So I had a chance to sit down with some of the players and ask them what's their favorite place or food to eat after a game, and this is what they said here. What's your favorite place to go eat after a game?
Open McDonald's. Ever since I was a kid, I go straight to McDonald's. After a kid, that used to be the spot. Go straight to McDonald's. I know they say McDonald's bad, but
Probably Chick-fil-A.
probably back home in high school. My favorite post-game meal was Marino's Pizza.
Probably Cheddar's. Cheddar's a pretty good place.
That's a good choice.
And it helps my pockets out. So.
Get some wings at the Carolina Ale House, probably. I'd say that's a good spot, That or, let's see, where else we go? Yeah, Putters sometimes. We'll shout out Putters. Give Putters a shout out. It's a Wake Forest staple right there.
I was about to say, you better say something to Winston-Salem, you're going to be in trouble.
I'm saying, yeah, Winston Putters. I'm going to get a shout out to my guys
I'll
at
be
Putters.
tweeting that out.
Yeah, tweet out the Putters thing. Let them know.
All right, guys, day one is a wrap. So that was the Atlantic part of the ACC. Tomorrow is going to be the Coastal. Time to head back to the hotel and then get back right and be ready for tomorrow. All right, guys, day 2 here of the ACC Kickoff. Today is the Coastal Division. Duke and UNC are going to be amongst the people. So let's go inside and see what's going on. Let's go. Grabbing a quick bite to eat before this day gets started. So, gotta make sure we eat good. Hey, Lawrence Davis, Spectacular Magazine. Last year you guys only made 3 field goals, last in the ACC. How do you plan on improving that?
That's a point of emphasis, to say the least. It's one of the areas of concern. We have always been great in the kicking game. Our specialists have been outstanding. But a year ago was somewhat of a nightmare. We got a lot of competition in that area. That's not settled yet. But we're looking at snapper, holder, place kicker, kickoff man, even our punter, Austin Parker, had a really good year for his hurt. We've opened a lot of competition in that arena. We got a lot of it done in the spring, but that's a big part of camp for me. We're going to come out of camp being outstanding in that area.
All right, guys, time for the individual breakouts. Let's go ahead and check some of these out. Got you. What was your biggest adjustment coming out of high school off of the field?
Off of the field, I would say the biggest adjustment was the time management. With everything being scheduled, a certain way, you have to be in class at a certain time. Then from class, you have 30 minutes to get something to eat before you have another class, and a short period, like maybe 15 minutes to get to the facilities for meetings. And it's like, as a freshman, like your head can be spinning, and if you can handle that transition, then that's where you see the freshman All-Americans or the guys that do well their freshman year. And I think that was the biggest thing off the field, just having to deal with the responsibility with my expectations, trying to go in and start as a freshman. So it's like I gotta be able to handle this.
That.
Yeah. So.
Off the field, probably just time management. In high school I was used to having 3 or 4 hours a day where I could just do whatever I wanted, but that's not quite the case anymore. So it's probably just dealing with that.
Time management, man. That was definitely number one with me. Just trying to manage my time well. With school, football, like practice and all that stuff. It was pretty tough. I don't think no one really tells you before you get there that's how it's gonna be. They kind of just throw it at you, and you kind of just gotta adjust over time.
Off the field, being more consistent, just like during school, being more consistent, time management, certain few things that I had to work on as I got into college, and probably be the main 2 things I encourage our freshmen to get started on.
Biggest adjustment. All the free time I had. Learning how to manage that free time that you get is crucial, especially early. You want to try to get ahead academically and athletically, so learning how to manage that free time is huge.
What was your biggest adjustment coming out of high school?
Well, I think just adjusting to a full-time job, being just constantly on a schedule to perform and to that's probably the biggest thing.
What was your biggest adjustment coming out of high school? If you can remember back then.
I think the biggest adjustment was the tempo of the game. You have to understand that a lot of people have the same offers. They're a D1 athlete and they're out here training every day just like you, and it's just faster. And you got to really realize that you're not going to be playing guys that are just okay. People are good in this league, and that's what you got to go against every week.
Coming out of high school, what was your biggest adjustment coming to college? Actually, let me ask it like this.
Yeah.
Going from ECU to Virginia, what was your biggest adjustment?
My biggest adjustment, let me think. Probably the people, the city. Charlottesville is different than Greenville.
Yeah.
They're like polar opposites. I love Greenville and I love the time I spent there, but I really do love Charlottesville a lot. And there's a reason why a lot of people end up moving back and living there long term. So.
Got you. After a hard-fought victory, what's the place you like to go eat, or a meal you like to eat?
See, like when I was in high school, I used to always go to Chick-fil-A after a game. But
You're the fourth person to say that.
See, now it's kind of hard to go to Chick-fil-A after a game because it's like it's at different times, so it's like you never know when you're gonna get there. But then also traffic is always a killer, so it's just like you just gotta pick a place or pick your poison at the time. So
one of my favorite restaurants in the Durham area is Backyard Barbecue Pit. Some of the best barbecue I've ever had.
Have you been to Dames yet?
I have been to Dames. I love Dames also. Dames is my spot. I love Dames. Yeah, I love Dames.
For sure. My ideal meal would be like a ribeye and also like a Mexican food dish. So I don't know where you could get that, but if that's what I could do, I'd do it.
Man, I really like wings. Wings over. I don't know if you guys have that here, but we have a wings over Charlottesville. That's my go-to. My dad, whenever he's in town, wants to go to a place called Sedona Tap House. It's really good right behind where I live, but I always love some wings. Yeah,
my house. I love to cook, you know. So, and I really don't like to spend money. So, my favorite restaurant is MJ's restaurant at my house.
I'm in I guess you could say expensive guy. You know, I'm really picky too. But if you ask anybody about me, it'll probably be like shrimp or crab legs or something like that. So,
eating good.
Yeah, exactly. I've always been like that. I blame it on my mom. It's her fault. But,
my mom's the same way, so I can understand that.
So probably something like that. Eating good, especially after a win.
Yeah.
And I think it's more about you know, just the time you spend and the memories you create with people that support you.
Yeah, so I like to eat, man. And so like my family will sometimes go to like Merrimack's after the game.
Okay, yeah.
So that's like my favorite meal to go to after.
In high school, we used to go to IHOP. That used to be the thing. But then like here, like we just get like Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
You're like the sixth person to say Chick-fil-A.
That's all. Like after a while, I'm like, man, I don't even want this sandwich. Like, I just take the cookies. But I don't know, like just switch it up sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, give me something else. Bojangles, like, you know what I'm saying? It can still be chicken, but switch up the chicken spot.
Yeah. Break.
I'll probably head out to the common. Probably my best thing, just because I like the entertainment while they're cooking in front of me.
Yeah.
Sneak a little thing, fix that face.
What's been your most rewarding moment at Georgia Tech?
My most rewarding moment, you know, when I was little, I was a Georgia fan, and I would go to a game or so, and I made myself a promise when I was little to never lose in Sanford Stadium. You know? And you know, we beat them twice since I've been here, and so I fulfilled my promise. So I think that's the most rewarding thing for me, man.
What do you think has been your most rewarding moment so far in college?
Most rewarding moment in college for me would probably be, I think, receiving the Billboard MVP last year. It was kind of, you know, culmination of, you know, I had a stretch last year. You know, I started to get the ball a little bit more, and I started to make more plays. And it's like, you know, I knew I could do that all along. And it's like, it seemed like a surprise to a lot of people. And it's just like, you know, I get the opportunity, I'm going to make something happen. So I just, that and to come back the way we did, you know, the game I had against Clemson and UVA, you know, just, you know, it all felt like, you know, my hard work was starting to pay off.
How does playing with guys like Bucky and Isaiah last year, how does that help your confidence and your abilities?
It doesn't waver my confidence or abilities. You know, it's just, it's cool to play with talents like that, and you guys can all be on the same team. You know, be tight, and just they'll be a text away. It pushes you in practice because you know, with me and Isaiah, you know, he make a play and I go and make a play, and so it's like back and forth there.
Gotcha.
But you know, it's a great experience. Those guys did a lot for the program. No doubt on mine that those guys are going to be great for their NFL teams, and you know, it was a great experience to have those guys.
That'd probably be the best place I have gone.
Who's the jokester on the team?
I'm gonna give it to Dwayne Hendricks. He's probably our DN number 8. He's probably our funniest guy on the team. Every time I look at him, just when he talks, I just start laughing. Like, you gotta be the biggest joke.
Cool, appreciate that, you. What has been your most rewarding moment at Carolina?
Most rewarding moment, I guess just winning games. You know, every time we win a game, I love to see the smile on guys' faces. You know, anything I can do to put that smile on my brother's face, I would love to do. So,
what have you done this offseason to make you become a better leader for your team and your teammates?
Just try to be more vocal. Just try to impart wisdom. I know that sounds old, but just try to, you know, I've been here going on my 5th year, so I've seen a lot, played against a lot of different teams, been through injury. So there aren't many things younger guys can go through that I haven't seen in my time here or been through myself. So I just try to share wisdom whenever I can, be unselfish, be around these guys, let them know that I'm available, anything they need, whether it's on the field, off the field issues. I just try to share what I know, and I try to set an example as best I can. You know, it's hard to be a leader if you're not giving all. You can't ask guys for 100% if you're not giving your 100%. So I try to earn those guys' respect every day. Every day I come out on the field, and hopefully I've done that so far.
What have you done this offseason to help you be a better leader this season?
I've definitely incorporated a lot of young guys in my workouts. You know, I'm a big guy of working out, I work out all the time. You know, and I will always, before I would just work out by myself, but now, you know, I feel like I needed to, you know, bring a lot of young guys with me, you know, to bring them to the field to work out with me and show them how I work out and give them an example of how to work out so they can do it on their own.
Gotcha. Have you ever been to Topgolf?
Topgolf, yeah, I go there quite frequently with my friends. You know, when I first went, I was horrible. Then I got good, but now I'm back in a horrible state. So,
hey,
yeah, man.
That's golf. No, I just went last night, so I wanted to know if you guys had been.
Yeah, man.
What has been your most rewarding moment since being in Carolina?
Probably the most rewarding moments. First time running out of the tunnel was pretty sweet, and you know, some of our big close game wins, like for example last year, Florida State and Pitt at the end. At the time, you know, wasn't really liking what's going on, but looking back, those are good memories to have.
Would you consider yourself the best dressed on the team?
Easily. Yeah, it's like I didn't have to think about that. I want to be the best dressed in every room I walk in, so I think I did a good job today.
Say you get your name called in the draft next year. What? Give me an idea. What might your draft day outfit look like?
Man, no, that's gonna be. I'm doing it big. Yeah, I'm going viral. Draft day. Yeah. You can believe that. I'm gonna put on something spectacular. Yeah.
Cool. Appreciate it. All right, guys. So day 2, it's a wrap. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Law of Sports. Hopefully, you guys had a chance to enjoy talking to the guys from the Atlantic Conference and the Coastal Conference. For another episode of the Law of Sports, this is Lawrence Davis here. Stay tuned.